Hi everybody, I'm Danielle Jameson and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing the tongue piercing FAQ where I answer a lot of frequently asked questions that I get on a regular basis about my tongue piercing. If you have any questions left over that don't get answered in this video that you want to ask me, feel free to comment them in the comment section down below. Also, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and of course if you're new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button. The first one is a one that I get all of the time. How does your boyfriend feel about you getting your tongue pierced? My boyfriend did not like piercings. He had piercings himself once over but took them out. He actually really did not want me to get my tongue pierced. He doesn't really mind any of my other piercings anymore. He's kind of just gotten used to them. But my tongue piercing is one that he really just does not like. But I wanted it done, so I went and I got it done. Sorry, Adam. Next question is, how do you eat with that jewellery in your tongue? It takes a lot of getting used to. I am used to it pretty much now. Sometimes when I'm eating, I'll bite the jewellery in my mouth and it'll be like, that's uncomfortable. Or I'll kind of temporarily forget that I have the jewellery in my mouth. I'll bite down on it and I'll be like, what the hell is that? So it does take a while, but really you do get used to it, and once the swelling goes down and once your tongue piercing is healed, I eat like everyone else eats. Next question is, what jewellery is best to have in there? 100% a barbell. I wouldn't recommend having a flat back in there because no. It's kind of like having your cheeks pierced. You need a barbell in there, and if you don't know the kind of jewellery that I'm talking about, it's like this kind of jewellery. So it has, let me just stick my tongue out for a second. So it has like a ball on top and a ball underneath. If your piercer tries to pierce your tongue with a flat back or any other kind of jewellery, run the hell out of there. Okay, next question is, how long does your tongue piercing take to heal? Obviously people heal at different rates, but usually tongue piercings are very quick piercings to heal. In around a month, 4, 5, 6 weeks, your tongue piercing should be fully healed. That's kind of like the approximate time for tongue piercings. So really quite quick piercings to heal when you think about it. What does it feel like when and after you get it done? When I was getting it done, I didn't actually find the procedure painful. It's just uncomfortable. I think on the pain scale I rated it between a 2 and a 4, 10 being the highest possible pain. So for me it wasn't a very painful piercing to actually get done. It's just very uncomfortable because your tongue has to be completely dry whilst the procedure is going on. Afterwards, the first week was uncomfortable. It wasn't as bad as what I was expecting, to be quite honest. So that was a bonus for me because all I'd seen and heard was just horror stories about tongue piercings getting infected, people's piercings going really wrong. But of course everyone has a different experience, but there will be a lot of swelling. You've got to be prepared to cut things out of your diet. There will be discomfort. Moving on, how do you kiss and other things with your tongue pierced? When you get your tongue pierced, you pretty much have to be prepared not to, as gross as it sounds, not to kiss with tongues for a while. You've got to keep it clean. You've got to be prepared for no tongue kisses and no other sexual things that involve the mouth. But once it's healed, it's fine. One of the most frequent questions I get on a daily basis is, did it hurt? Yes. Like I said, I didn't find the tongue piercing particularly painful, but obviously it did hurt. Like, there was pain, there just wasn't a lot of pain. You are getting a needle shoved through a part of your body, so of course it's gonna hurt. How can you look after it? Okay, so for me, tongue piercings are one of the easiest piercings to take care of. Like I said, they're just a simple piercing pretty much. If everything goes to plan, it's just you can breeze through the aftercare pretty much. So what I tended to do was, every time I had eaten, I would use alcohol-free mouthwash and swirl it around my mouth. I would make sure that I brushed my teeth at least twice a day. I would make sure that I thoroughly cleaned my tongue with my toothbrush as well. I would get a new toothbrush and alcohol-free mouthwash. Definitely recommended and preferred, if you can get alcohol-free mouthwash, that you use alcohol-free mouthwash. Just make sure that you have really good dental hygiene. Make sure you're brushing your teeth. Make sure you're using your mouthwash. And the last question for today is, I want to get it done, any advice? Really, I would say if it's something that you really want to get done, then go and do it. Just be prepared to look after it. Be prepared to cut things out of your diet. Be prepared to not do any tongue kisses or anything like that for at least a month. That's what I say with any piercing. Like, if anyone says, oh, can you give me any advice? Literally just be prepared to look after it. The second you walk out of that piercing studio after you've got it done, the piercing then lies in your hands. The piercer has done all that they can do. As long as they have pierced correctly and to the best possible standard, they should give you an aftercare sheet, or they should at least tell you how to look after your piercing, what kind of jewellery you were pierced with, what length, what size, all of that sort of stuff. Just making sure that you're going to a decent piercer. Go to somebody who you can trust. If you're not sure on a piercing studio that you can trust, just have a pop in, have a talk to the piercer. Look for simple things like gloves. Look for sterilised equipment. Is it a clean environment? Look for things like that. Because the last thing that you want to do, not just for the tongue piercing but any piercing, is go to somewhere that is not professional. So do your research. So yeah, that is all of the questions for my tongue FAQ. Like I said in the start of this video, if you have any more questions that you want to ask about my tongue piercing, then make sure to comment them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, click on that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next video. See you later.